get messages out about what's going on at the site here. Obviously, we're into our third week, and I want to assure everybody that this is still, and get people to understand, this is still a very dangerous building. We have a building that partially collapsed, and it is still not known what caused it. Public safety continues to be our number one priority. We stabilized the building somewhat by bringing the cranes down, but we're still in a very dangerous situation. Number two, our priority, second priority is the recovery of the remains of the two individuals who are still in the building. And then third is obviously trying to take into consideration businesses who are economically affected, and we work with them in depth, and Colin Arnold will talk some more about that. His shop is handling, communicating with them, but that is very much on our radar. Unfortunately, given the state of the building, it's still a difficult situation. We have engineers that are on the scene here that are evaluating the building. They are, in addition to that, they're working on trying to develop a plan. There are 4 different contractors that are here, have been on the ground, and are developing a couple of different recommendations for the owners on how to take the building down. I want to be very clear, though, the New Orleans Fire Department, the City of New Orleans, is still in control of this site. We still have public safety, body recoveries, and the investigations that are ongoing. The owners are responsible for mitigating this, and we will hold everybody accountable. But at the end of the day, it is a process that's going to take some time, and we have the contractors here. As I said, 4 different ones are working on it, on different methodologies. There's another contractor that came here to offer a plan on how to maybe get some recovery done. But everybody that there is progress being made, and we're looking to get, hopefully we'll have some of these proposals and the contractors, the proposals from the contractors in hand by as early as tomorrow, and some by Friday, the balance by Friday. With that, I'll turn it over to Colin Arnold.
Good afternoon, everybody. So, New Orleans Office of Homeland Security and Emergency Preparedness continues to support this event, support the chief, support public safety in general, here at the command post, and also with a lot of the communications you've been seeing from already. As far as the site goes, I think what you're seeing now is we've shrunk, with public safety partners, including the New Orleans Police Department, we've shrunk this down to the safest point that we can. We've reopened the streets and allowed businesses, as many as we can, safely to reopen, and residents as well. We will obviously continue to do that, but I would say, and echo what the chief has said, this is a marathon. There's going to be impacted businesses. We greatly feel for them. We're communicating with them on a daily basis by conference call. We have created a reentry process for them to be escorted into the site, to get into their business, to get important documents, financial records. We went in last night with Ruby Slipper and cleaned out their walk-ins, got their trash out, essentially trying to mitigate to the greatest extent possible that we can what they're going through right now, and at least put them in a position where when we can reopen them, that they're ready to go. The streets that we've noted are still closed. It still is a traffic issue down here, and so I would encourage residents and visitors to really try and avoid this area to the greatest extent possible, consider alternative transportation routes, and just remember to have some patience, and we appreciate that patience very much. As I mentioned, we're doing daily conference calls. We're working with the state of Louisiana right now to forward a package for approval by the Small Business Administration to offer some relief in the form of loans to some of these businesses that have been impacted by this. As we know, Friday and Saturday, we received impacts from tropical storm and subtropical storm Olga. It came through. I will say that we talked about the rains. They were pretty much on track, 3 to 4 inches throughout the event. We did hit on winds a little. It wasn't that much of a concern. As we saw, and I talked to the Weather Service, there were some winds. And what they told me is that wind wall, that wind area, the wind field of that storm, when it interacted with the cold front. It didn't knock it down as much as they thought it would. And we did get some winds. We were out here overnight. We got a 70-mile-an-hour gust down Rampart Street. If there is a positive, we didn't see any issues with the building. Fortunately, those cranes were down. We might have seen something totally different if those cranes would have still been up. So, you know, citywide, what we looked at is, I will say out here we had some fencing issues, perimeter fencing. The fencing you see out here is temporary. My understanding is tomorrow they're going to start putting in barriers with higher fencing, which is going to be a more permanent structure. But I will say this, thanks to the fire department and the people that were out here overnight, we got the fencing propped back up quickly, and the contractor came out immediately upon daylight and got the fence fixed back to essentially its original condition, which was great. Citywide, we obviously had impacts. At one point, we had 20,000 without power in Orleans Parish. We've been working closely up till today with NEG New Orleans. There's about 35 people still without power. Most of those are because of damage to their residence that needs to be repaired before they can get service, or servitude or access issues. Entergy has to work a little harder. I mean, they have told me by 6 p.m. today that they anticipate those remaining 35 will be restored. I will say that the Department of Children and Family Services has reached out to us. We are messaging as well that there is, for those eligible for SNAP, there is SNAP replacement for food. If you had power out for more than 24 hours, you are eligible for that. You can find out all about it on our website with links at ready.nola.gov, or you obviously can go to the DCFS website, which is state, and they are actively promoting that program for people statewide who are without power for more than 24 hours. Say that we have some weather coming in today, as you can see, and that's going to continue through tomorrow. 1 to 2 inches of rain is what's anticipated through the event. And then Thursday and Friday, we've been talking about having the potential for winds of about 20 miles an hour gusts. So we will be cautious with that. We'll continue our collaboration with the Weather Service in providing the most updated weather we can to the site down here and to the residents. And speaking of that, I'd like to say that I was very proud of some of the residents of our city who reached out to us on social media and told us about some issues from Olga with some, power poles being down, a light pole being down at a north facility. This is the kind of interaction that we want with you. This is what we're trying to do and trying to facilitate with NOLA Ready. So continue to do that, because once we found out about it, we got it fixed. And that's what this is about. So if you want to continue that relationship, and we hope that you do, please visit us at ready.nola.gov. Follow us at NOLA Ready. And as we've been promoting throughout this event, you can, for real quick alerts coming right to text, you can text Hard Rock to 888-777.